Welcome back, everyone, to the fifth part of my Suikoden playthrough. I'm just going to continue where I left off last week. A little bit of information after the stream and after the YouTube recording. I went back and did some farming for the 2 items required to recruit some characters. So I picked up the opal ring off of the frog-looking monster in the Saunier prison, and I picked up the nameless urn off of the Holly lady, the fairy ladies in the open world. I also did some gear movement and all of that fun stuff, but I wanted all of the recruitments to be recorded, so I'm going to go ahead and turn in those items for those characters, and I'm going to get like 4 characters right here, and I'll explain them as we go. Oh, I'm going to the wrong spot. The first character I'm going to get is Jabba. Jabba is our appraiser. He says he can appraise anything, and he will do anything that we ask, assuming he can't appraise something. And the nameless urn that we got, he can't appraise, so we will just ask him to join our team. It's possible that asking for money could be more beneficial for certain types of runs, but if you do that, you may not be able to recruit him. I will now teleport back to the city and then go over to Bière Blanc and get 2 more characters. The first will be Esmeralda. Which one is it? Ante? Yes. The first one's going to be Esmeralda. She's a narcissist, which I'll show you in the big world fight that we're about to get into. She wants the opal ring. She actually, when we talked to her earlier, she said that she would let us kidnap her if we brought her the opal ring. So apparently we kidnapped her. I think the game dropped the ball there by not saying kidnapped. Now I'll be back here right after I beat Milich Oppenheimer. I'll be back here to recruit Klon. But before that, I'm just going to recruit Jean. We now have enough members for her to join us. And then I will head to Seika. In Seika, I will be recruiting Antonio, who is the chef. And I'm not quite sure whether or not we needed a 2nd tier castle to recruit him, or if we needed Marie. He mentions Marie here, but earlier after I recruited Marie, he hadn't joined, so I'm pretty sure it's a 2nd tier castle, and he will join us there. Eventually the castle will be big enough and I'll actually have a restaurant, I believe. That could be the second one that I'm confusing. And we also have Apple, who is Master Matthew's student, and since she's worried because he said he's had it with wars, and we forced him to follow. And I don't think it matters what it is that we say. She's going to join us. She's like, "Where's he at?" I'm going to the castle. So she will join us as well. And then, last but not least, we're going to go to Kuan, which we will just run. And if you're curious as to why I'm running so fast in the open world, it's because I have Stallion in my party, and he lets me move at run speed on the open world. So now that I'm above level 30, I believe is the threshold, Lorelei will join us. I've not really used her, so I don't know if she's actually good or not. And that being done... Oh, I have to walk outside, sorry. I'm going to teleport back to the castle and continue with the story. I'm not really happy with the pace that I'm going. I understand that while streaming or making videos, you have to explain things a little bit, but I still feel like I'm a little bit behind pace. So I'm going to try my best to pick it up a little bit. This is going to be a safety save. And the reason for this is because I just recruited a bunch of people, and if you were watching the stream, you would have seen me game over essentially on the big fight. I chose the wrong skill, and Milich, I used charge, and Milich used magic, and decimated my ranks and murdered Eileen. And once a character is dead in this game, you can't get them back. So the fact that I'm trying to do 108 stars means I cannot have any fatalities, or I'll have to restart. So that's what I did before that. But now that I know the first couple of moves that Milich is going to do, I will just do that. So we'll start off with magic, and you can see the magicians, all three of the magicians that are classified as that, their attack power is just barely above Luke's power. That's how powerful Luke is supposed to be in this game. And again, magic attack counters charge attack, and now they're going to do, assuming it's the same, they're going to do a magic attack themselves. So I'm going to counter by doing a bow attack, and I'm hoping it does it. Yeah, so Milich's attack is a magic attack. No dead Eileen. And now that I have a pretty significant advantage and I have 2 merchants left, I'm going to utilize that. Thieves is what I meant to say. I also have merchants, which I'm going to use to steal. You failed. You have failed us. Yeah, let's just see if Kryn can tell us what they do. Bow attack. All right. So now we'll do some fun stuff. We're going to use the strategists here to increase our charge power. And with the power of science, we're going to charge. We'll use the LaPont family because they do have the highest attack power. And one thing you will notice is that charge does counter bow, but do they get to fight back? Yeah, they get to fight back. So I'm not going to have 9,375 after this. It's pretty crazy. They actually like chunked me fairly significantly there. Giovanni always fails, but sometimes he comes back with Gil. 2,000 bits. Alright, so we're in the situation where we don't actually know what they're going to do. So I'm going to send the one-man army of Humphrey in to attack. And it's a charge attack versus a charge attack. So if I'd used magic, I would have been flawless. And even that one unit took away 1,200 of mine, but we killed the 52, and we are the victors. You are pretty good at this, H. Lucan. I agree. Pretty good at growing a beard and getting imprisoned and helping Gremio die. I guess I did not do my summary, which I should have done. So we are now at the point where Lucian was just taken out of prison. We went to get him to dispel this poison, get an antidote for this poison, and while we were in prison, Gremio sacrificed himself to allow us to not get eaten by the man-eating spores. So Gremio is actually deceased. He is no longer a playable character. And that's very sad. So we are going to go exact our revenge on Millich. As I have not received any requests for characters, I'm just going to use whoever I want. And since I just mentioned Lorelei, I'm going to use Lorelei. Level 18. Why would I have to be level 30 to recruit her? So bad. I'm going to use her, and I'm going to use Pawn. So I have to use a back row character. I will use... Oh, Antonio is a fighter. That's funny. He's our chef, but he's a fighter. He's S, Lightning Rune, Mag, L. I don't know, guys. I don't know who to use. None of these characters seem cool. We'll just use Luke because he's the best. Now let's move our characters around a little bit. Get Pawn up here in the front row. Let's check our equipment. Victor is naked. Great. It's a good place to be. Oh well. Maybe we will acquire some gear in here. But Victor has to be in our team. I have to move at super slow speed because my holy rune was on Gremio. I acquired the red paint. That's good. Also, worth noting, when Gremio died, the Soul Eater rune leveled up, so now I have Black Shadow, which is an AoE spell. Hopefully, our Thanos snap is strong enough to murder everyone. I just had a chat ask if Kai is the fighting instructor guy, and the answer to that is yes. Kai plus Nemo is actually really powerful because it does an attack that hits everyone. If you were unaware, there is a secret building here. You just need to examine the portrait as I did, and I believe you have to choose the option I did, which is Millich 2 is a victim, and it will open up the staircase to let you go down. Another thing I did in between streams is equipped Victor with the lightning rune pieces, or the thunder rune pieces. So he now deals lightning damage. Hello, Ivanov. I will give you your freedom. So this is another character that I can recruit. His name is Ivanov. And Pawn is fine to keep those things. Now that Victor has some gear, or has a magic robe, his nethers aren't floating. Free will. Yeah, the only thing you get from the downstairs is the Windows setting, and once you get a certain member, a certain star member, you get to change your window settings, so the border around all of my characters, or all of the text, will be a little bit different. Ugh, we are in trouble if we have to heal a lot. So hopefully we don't have to. Up the stairs, and this is another character. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. We will let Luke do his thing and rainstorm them to death. As is with a lot of games from this era, the early PlayStation era, late 90s, there's a lot of mistranslations. Cassios' job is to sing, and in order to get Cassios to join me, I have to get Milich come back here and talk to her with Milich in my party. Burn these flowers. I'll get you. My arm is burning. Lady Wendy's rune is melting. So, as you could probably have guessed, the rune that we destroyed from Quanda Rossman is the similar concept that we have for Milich Oppenheimer. And Milich doesn't really know what happened. So Matthew steps in the way. One of the best lines in here, I'll read it out loud. Get out of the way, Matthew. Black rune, pink balloon. What's the difference? This scoundrel killed Gremio. Reminds me of the line from Happy Gilmore. Green jacket, red jacket, who gives a shit? This man is not at fault. Again, I would want to kill him because he did a heinous crime of killing the Gremio. However, in a weird kind of way, Gremio's dream of dying for Master Nemo came true, so he did him a favor in that regard. But for the most part, it's not really his fault. And he wants to join our army because he understands that Lady Wendy is the real villain here. I understand. You can join. Help, help. What's going on, Stallion? The Imperial Army is coming. So now we're about to face the Imperial Army for the first time. Fast travel to the entrance. And hopefully I can do another safety save here. Because very soon, and by that I mean in a matter of moments, the important pawn fight. Cassios, the person that we have to have Milich to recruit, Cassios is the person who has all of the sound effects in the game. So when I recruit her, she will allow me to guard ring plus 15. So I'm looking to equip Pawn with the most powerful gear that I have access to. And he has the best of everything except for guard rings. So I'm going to buy 2 guard rings. And then I'm going to move the items around on him so that he is ready for his big old fight. And now Victor gets the pleasure of having 2 feathers. And since grinding is pretty hard, it's really hard to get above where we are. I'm just hoping that we are good. Make sure his weapon. Whack, 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 whack. Nemo doesn't have Dragon Fang staff up, so we'll move that. The names of the weapons in this game are pretty cool. Odessa, the Flick named his sword after Odessa, who is his love, and when it levels up, instead of getting a new name, it just gets another plus sign, so it's Odessa plus plus, which is pretty cool. And I do utilize Victor quite a bit, but there is a very good reason that I am not leveling up his sword, and I will explain that later when it comes up. But for now, we need to prepare for the battle with the Imperial Army. Our castle is huge now, so it takes forever. I really need to get in an elevator involved. Ooh, who is this? Who's this cutie? Kasumi. Or Kasumi. This is a ninja from Rakaku village. And Tio McDowell has defeated them. The Master Hanzo said that he should join. So Kasumi is here. I think that's actually a boy. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a girl. I don't remember. There's so many characters in this game that are somewhere in between, and it doesn't matter. So Gen is out doing some work, and he sees that the Imperial Army are here on the shore, and it's time to go. I would rather not fight my father, but I have to anyway. I was just informed that Kasumi is a girl, because she might be part of the pretty girl attack. You can see that the Imperial Army under Tio is only a little bit stronger than Milich's army, and he's mad. So let's see. Oh, she's an archer. Soldier beauties, adventurers, cooks, kobolds, engineers. Kasumi's not in here. Oh, nope. No proof. No proof yet. She's a ninja. She's a ninja. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I cannot win this fight. So I'm going to just use magic. And I don't think it really matters. They have an armored cavalry. And they're just going to charge at me. And let's see if we can steal some people. I don't think we can. This hardly ever works. I forgive you. Just this once. But here's the beauty of ninjas. They check the enemy strategy and they will definitely succeed. So I have this have that to fall back on so that it never fails. Get him, Humphrey. Teach him a thing or two. We are clearly outmatched. But we'll continue to bash our head against the wall. And if you remember back to the earlier days, Odessa mentioned that we would have to fight the Imperial Army eventually. And we are getting trounced. Even though we just beat the Imperial Army, this particular unit has armored cavalry, which is impossible for us to deal with at our current state. Luckily, as the game progresses, we do have the ability to defeat them. We just need to get away from here. Tio is having his two trusted generals, Alan and Grinseal, come after us. But if we... Pawn is basically pulling a Gremio and saying, hey, you guys run away. I'm going to distract them. And... or, you know, fight. Cleo says... you can't fight them alone. And Pawn says, listen, this is something I have to do. Don't waste the life that Gremio gave you. Good luck. I don't know why Pawn, I'll see you later is not the correct answer, because I'm just saying, hey, I'll see you later. And Pawn, true to form, says that he'll be back for dinner. And I believe it. And this is actually the moment we've been utilizing Pawn for this entire time. And that's this fight here. So if we lose this fight, Pawn will die and stay dead. That's why I did a safety save, because I may have to do this a couple of times. On guard. I mean, oh, I'm using... Alright, here is attempt number 3 at this fight. The last one I died because it was my own fault. The first one I died probably because it was also my own fault. But he's going to say... depending on what he says, it's going to determine what he is going to... what he's going to do. So when he says this, that means he's going to do a regular attack, so I need to desperate attack. And we need as few of these as possible, because he will outdamage us significantly. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Now that was a good one. It's my turn. He says, when... Please tell me. Oh, he's doing a regular attack again. Worst case scenario. Ouch. I maybe get one more attack in. Now that I've seen what you've got... He will show me a desperate attack. I'll choose the right one. We need 2 more desperate attacks from him after this, maybe 3. Impossible, take that. Another desperate attack. Good. 2 more. Have to be more careful. This is okay. Just free damage. My killer blade. There we go. Let's not desperate attack here again. Let's defend. It's over, Pawn. I have the high ground. That's another defend. Okay. We're getting there. I'll see that coming next time. Uh-oh. More defending. We're doing it. 2 more defends or a desperate attack. Yes, we did it! We did it! I have the high ground, Mr. T.O. McDowell. I have your son. Alright. The hype is over. We have emerged victorious. Now, we don't actually kill him here, which would be great. We defeated him, and now he's letting us run away, even though his lackeys could easily murder us. Han has the question of whether or not he won or if he was shown mercy or let him go. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. And a lot of bit of you lost twice. But, you know. Who's counting? Who's counting? We need to rest. Okay, I guess it's a time to sleep, guys. I'll just go sleep. Is this my bed? This was my bed. Oh, someone else has claimed that bed. Let us go and sleep on the matter. Nemo. Oh, Nemo. Wake up, Nemo. Oh, hi. I am lost and confused. All of these things have made me lost and confused. I do need to move forward. I agree. Oh my gosh, that's why they look so alike. They're brother and sister. Or sister and sister, but I like brother and sister. They're survivors of the clan of the Gate. I have it. I have this rune right here. One of the 27 true runes. And all of the runes in the world were born of the 27 true runes. Well, I want it to unleash its true potential. She has the Gate rune. Oh, she's after me because she wants something more powerful. I don't actually know how the runes would work that way, but I'm sure she could make it happen. Be brave. I will be brave. Creepy lady who teleported into my house in the middle of the night. I will be brave. Let's come up with a plan. Let's get fire spears. You were saved by Odessa. Flick has good news. Hey Flick, give me some good news. Hey, listen up, leader. He turned over that leaf real quick. I do remember fire spears. I was just thinking about those. Odessa's final gift. We have no choice but to find out. Well, let's find out. It's in the north. By water? Okay. Let's see what I have to do. Usually, Matthew tells me what to do and where to go. Maybe when I just go out here to the lake, I'll have someone waiting for me. I really, really need to get that elevator. Out the front we go. Hey, what are you guys doing? Shut your mouth, old man. You made a high-speed boat? That's cool. Yeah, I'll take a test ride. I need someone who knows boats. I should have known this was coming. Ugh. Back up the stairs we go. Unfortunately, we have to go all the way up to the top and talk to either Sanchez or Taiho, or Sanchez or Matthew, in order to change our party members. Taiho knows boats, so we will put him in our party. We'll also put Yamku in our party. So we'll just talk to Sanchez. Old dirty Sanchez. Admit. And I'm going to try and fight these stupid pirates again. Here's Tai-Ho. And I just put Lorelei in. She didn't really do much. She was unimpressive. We'll put... I'm going to put Luke in. And I'm going to put Yamku in. And I'm going to put Cleo in. And I'm going to put... Milich in. And then we don't really need Pawn anymore for the rest of the game. So I can unequip everything that he has and then equip someone else, which means that person will be fully equipped. So I will stop here, cut all of this stuff that I'm about to do out, and then I'll be back fully geared in a moment. We're back and geared a little bit. So away we go. All the way to the basement where I didn't need to go. He does have a filthy mouth. That's why I like him. Yeah, we've already had this conversation. Yes, I'll take a test ride. This is really something. Everybody hang on. We got a motorboat. That's cool. Alright, let's go straight to the Pirates Cove over here. And see if we can't recruit us some pirates. Okay. I'll kick your butt. I was here earlier and couldn't fight them. And it looks like I just needed to be higher level. Not sure why, because I'm just going to melt everyone. We got ball lightning, mother! We got our level 4 spell. Kids, who do we want to one-shot? Let's just one-shot Angie. I am inevitable. They're pretty good? As a trio, you mean? I was unimpressive, Luke. 537. Unimpressive. These guys must actually be fairly strong at this point because I'm not one-shotting them. Ow. Ow. But we will continue to just AoE magic them down. Welcome to the Dome. The Black Shadow. I fully expected to one-round all these guys, to be fair. I did. Attack. Single target. Leonardo, I'm sorry, but you must be blown angrily. Did you see me coming? I did not. I closed my eyes. And this is an NSFW stream. I understand how you feel. Well, thank you. If you go, we go too. Of course. Leonardo has a sweet hat or sweet hair. Undecided. I'm gonna say it's his hair. Even though the hair on the top is red and the hair on his face is brown. I'm still going to say it's that. All right, we're back in our speedboat. Rapids are nothing with this thing. All right, we are now in Kirov, and if I remember correctly, there is someone I can recruit in the city, and I need to eat his soups. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to come into this spot here. I'm going to taste this soup. Very smooth. And then I'll talk to this lady. Who are you people? Yeah, we just get it. You're doing laundry. Only if you give me some soap. You just ran out of soap, so I have to get some soap. Let's try this one too. Taste of this too. Also very. And now I think I get to see him some. Get out of the way, Bucket. You're out of the way. He's somewhere. I know he's somewhere. And then, isn't this my mimer guy? I think the sound person, or window or something. Yeah, over there. I didn't mean to do that. There he is. It's our boy. Hi, Lester. I do appreciate that. And I can tell you right now, this is the fastest I've ever recruited him. He's almost always in the last 8 stars because I forget that that's what I have to do. Melody. Oh, I need the sound rune. So maybe you were right, Jockey. Maybe Melody is the one that plays the sounds when I get the sound rune. So I have a scavenger hunt. I'm an idler. Oh, I forgot about this mini game. Yeah, let's do this. I don't want to listen to the rules. I'll do 10 different matches. Oh, again. Guys. Characters are getting it. Oh, wait, who's that? Hicks. 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 No. Oh my goodness. Click on the guy. Oh, where you at? Mesh guy. Found you. Oops. Oh, wrong one. Wait, what? I lost? Oh, we'll do 5 different matches then. So I can see. This is easy to slow since it's better than me. Yes! Record. Did we get him? Record. I'll play it later. I'm one of you. Well, thanks, gorgeous Georges. I appreciate that. But as I was saying before I played that game, yes, I do think that guy just said, "Yo, what's up?" I think Melody is the one that plays the sounds, and Cassius is the one that plays the background music. So to recruit Sarah, I need to get soap. And in order to get soap, I need to trade with a bunch of these people here. So he needs soy sauce. So I need to find the soy sauce to give to that guy. So forth and so on. Silverlet. Silver ring. Chaos shield. Millich, you're a beast. Man, this stuff is expensive. I don't want any of it. I need to sit down and gamble for a few years and just make 999,000 gold disappear quickly. Alright, so I can buy sacrificial Buddhas, which is good. That means if I die, then my character revives. I'm going to buy the sugar because that's the first piece of the chain that I need that ends up with soap. So I'm turning sugar into soap. And is this the guy that needs sugar? If you give me salt. I need salt. Where's my sugar mama? Is this my sugar mama? I got plenty of salt. Can you find me a yardstick? You need a yardstick? What do you need a yardstick for, lady? You have a yardstick, guy? Yeah, you got one. Sugar. I got sugar. Yes, give me the yardstick. Thanks. So let's go talk to this lady. Let's give her her yardstick. Would like some salt, please. Thanks a million. Appreciate it. Now, this fellow, if he wants to be salty, all he has to do is play a game of Magic the Gathering. Am I right? And now we need to talk to this fellow for soy sauce. Give me some... Just kidding. Here's some soap. Thanks. I got some soap. Here, Sarah. Help wash my clothes. You're the best. Alright. So this, I think, is a good place to stop for this particular video. Let's save it here. 6:22. We've already saved a couple times. I think we started out at like 6:15. So 6:57. So this video's not terribly long. We got a little bit done. But this is a good stopping off point. Next time we will get the fire spears, and then we will beat the Imperial Army and go to the next area. And that is going to happen right after this video, actually. So thanks for watching episode 5 of my Suikoden playthrough, and thanks for watching episode 5. You can watch the behind the scenes for everything on twitch.tv/RudigerDude. That will be in the description of the video. Come hang out and chill, ask some questions, and watch me die and reset, and you get to see more than what you see in these YouTube videos. But I appreciate everyone who's watching. As always, comment and give me some information on what you would like to see more of, what you think I do well, what you think I do poorly, etc., etc. But that will be it for now, and you guys make sure you have a great day. This dude is beefy. He is beefy. Dare you defy me, pawn? Strike me, pawn. Good work, pawn. If I get hit once, I might die, to be fair. We lose. Whack, 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 whack. This dude is beefy. He is beefy. Did you see me coming? I did not. I closed my eyes. Beefy. He is beefy. My killer blade. This is exactly what we want. He's going to desperate attack, and we are going to defend. He's going to desperate attack, and we are going to defend. He's going to desperate attack, and we are going to defend. We lose. Ow, 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 ow. I mean, beefy. Oh no, what did I do? What did I do? I knew he was killing. Beefy. He is beefy.